Okay, welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time for another anniversary review. Journey Escape was released on the 17th of July 1981. It is 40 years old. 40, that's a long time. But it's a classic album, and guess what? I have never listened to this album in full. I know the massive hits, of course I know them, but I've never listened from beginning to end until this week when I said, yeah, anniversary review time, this album's coming up to 40. I need to listen to this in full, rate every track, concentrate, give it my all, really delve into this Journey classic album. Okay, I'm going to go through the track by track as usual, give a rating, and then a final rating, and then my final thoughts. Track 1 is Don't Stop Believing. Obviously, there's nothing that needs to be said about this track. I mean, it's played to absolute death, but I personally try to avoid it if I can. If it comes on the radio, I switch it, or I just don't really listen to it. So this is the first time I've really listened to it in many years, but it's nice. The thing I noticed about it is that the bass playing is really good, the solo is a classic, but the song is just overplayed, but I still gave it a fair rating of 7.5 out of 10. Track 2 is called Stone in Love. First time hearing this song, never heard a second of it that I recall. Starts off like sort of Freeze All Right Now. It's got that similar sort of stop-start riff. Nice bass, I can hear again. Nice vocal from Steve Perry as usual. Killer lead break from Neil Schon. I really like this fun rocking tune. Really enjoyed Stone in Love. 8.5 out of 10. Track 3 is Who's Crying Now. I've heard this one. It's probably a big hit, but I haven't heard it often, but I have heard it once or twice. Sweetly sung, soulful ballad. Chorus is very lush. Smooth as silk tune. I can see why it's very popular with the sort of ladies or with the ballad fans, but this is not really my thing. I leave a rating of 7.5 out of 10 just because of Steve Perry's awesome vocals. What can you say about that man at this point in time? Okay, track 4 is Keep On Running. Never heard this song at all. Upbeat, riffy song, sort of nice, upbeat. It's good to have an upbeat song. This is what I like. A nice simple chorus on this one. It's sort of repeated chorus, repeated line. Nice screaming solo. Not a bad upbeat track, but a little bit average in the end. It didn't really, excite me that much, but it makes a change from Who's Crying Now, so still only a 7.5 out of 10. Track 5 is called Still They Ride. Never heard this track. This is another ballad sung with great emotion by Steve Perry. As usual, not my full cup of tea. Leaving a 7.5 out of 10 for vocals and the solo, and then I will move on. Next track is track 6 is Escape, the title track. Would you believe I've never ever heard this track? When it started playing, I had no recollection. I couldn't envisage it in my mind. Didn't know where it was going next. So it was all brand new to me. Love the mid-tempo riff, love the upfront bass. Reminds me of some of Boston's rocking tracks in their debut and the follow-up. Steve Perry's vocals on this track are absolutely awesome. Slightly epic and proggy even in the middle. Thanks to some of the keyboard work. By far my favorite track so far. I really enjoyed Escape. 9.5 out of 10. Track 7 is Lay It Down. I might have heard before, but it feels pretty fresh to me. Sort of very raunchy, groovy hard rocker. Great backing vocals in the chorus. Nice rocking tune. Decent tune. I quite enjoyed this one, Lay It Down. So 8 out of 10 for that. Track 8 is Dead or Alive. Never heard this one. Upbeat, energetic tune, which I always gravitate towards. Reminds me of AC/DC's Riff Raff, believe it or not. It's got that same sort of upbeat, jolly, rocking riff going on. It's got some nice honky-tonk piano, little bit of a Queen feel as well, which I quite like. I really enjoyed Dead or Alive, so 8 out of 10 for this. Track 9 is Mother, Father. I don't recall hearing this. I might have heard it, but I just cannot for the life of me recall. I really like the vibe of the record. It's sort of like a moody and emotional tune. The lyrics are thoughtful. I can hear a great bass line as usual. Amazing vocal from Steve Perry. This is a really dramatic and cool tune. This I really enjoyed Mother, Father. So 8.5 out of 10. Track 10 is called Open Arms. I think I've heard this once or twice. Not that often, but I've definitely heard it once or twice. It's an emotional ballad to end. I mean, Journey is going to do ballads. Again, this is not really my thing. Yeah, I should leave a slightly higher rating, but I'm going to leave a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's probably worth a 7 or 7.5, but I'm going to leave a 6.5 because I found it really schmaltzy, and I don't know, I just don't really gravitate to that. Okay, my final thoughts. The sound on this album is quite dated. I'm sure there's a remaster somewhere, but I didn't listen to a remaster. I listened to an original vinyl mix, even, as it turns out. Steve Perry, what can I say about him? He's on top form on this album. He's in his he's at his peak, you know. He's in the epitome of his top line hard rock, melodic rock, soulful vocals, you know. Neil Schon, he really cuts loose some great solos. Bass playing, I forget the bass player's name. I think it might be Ross Valerie, or I don't know. I know Jonathan Cain, is he on keyboards? I forget, forgive me, but both of those guys are very good. There's some great keyboard lines, great audible bass. I really like the bass playing. Some very good songs, ballads. Yeah, they're part of the Journey sound. You can't avoid them. I could easily skip those, but they're decent. I mean, I wouldn't listen to them. My overall average for this album is 7.9 out of 10. I know huge Journey fans will probably give this one 8.5 to 9s and higher, but I don't know, because of the overbearing ballads in some of the songs. I don't know, I just feel it reduces it for me. So my rating went to 7.9, but we'll call it 8 out of 10 to be fair. I think it's a fair rating for an album that's 40 years old, although I know it's a classic and the Journey fans love it. Okay, that was my 40th anniversary review for Journey's Escape. Stay tuned for more.